You fought the German June 5th. Arum called it an embarrassment. Did you feel it was an embarrassment? Do you have something to prove after a lackluster performance?
Well, it was embarrassing for my fans because their fighter didn't train hard, didn't fulfill the obligations in the gym, didn't run enough, didn't box enough. It's my fault. I can't blame nobody.
That's the first time and I'll be honest with you, I've heard you pass the buck in years past. It's the first time I heard you ever say, this is me, it's all me.
It's my fault. It's all my fault. Why? Because maybe I wasn't motivated, maybe I was thinking about Hopkins already. Who knows? But I've learned from it, I've grown from it, and I'm here now just thinking I'm winning this fight because of what happened in the past. I've grown as a fighter, I've grown as a person, I've trained harder, I've ran more miles, I'm eating the right foods, I'm doing everything perfect because of that last fight.
How is it a losable fight?
Losable fight, he loses concentration, the other guy will knock his block off, or he fights 9 superb rounds and gets tired in the 10th round, Hopkins will knock him out. But I think the fear of that happening will keep Oscar motivated and focused and not let him get tired.
I do not recall, Oscar, and all the years I've covered you, though, having more caution before a fight than this one. I've heard you say many times, I'll get knocked out if I get careless. I've never heard you say that. Do you really have fear of being knocked out?
There's no fear. No fear whatsoever of getting knocked out. I just feel such in great shape right now. I feel like a machine right now where he can't knock me out. He's not gonna knock me out. He's not gonna beat me. I'm gonna beat him. That's just the way it's gonna be. That's the turnout of the fight. I'm gonna win. When you're in great shape, when your body physically is ready, then your mind appears telling you, hey, you're gonna beat him.
It's no accident that I've taken the Hagler-Leonard fight and put it in everybody's face, contrasting it with this fight because there are such similarities. Now you got to look at Hopkins' strength. He is the bigger man and he is the stronger man. Now you got to look at Oscar's strengths, and he is the faster guy and he has faster hands. So he's got to utilize his advantages by moving like Ray did with Marvin, moving in, out, punching from different angles.
How about getting into his head, Hopkins' head? Can Hopkins be psyched out like Marvin was?
No, impossible. Marvin had a tough childhood, a tough adulthood, but Marvin didn't spend 7 years in prison the way Hopkins. You can't get into Hopkins' head because he's been through it all. Those years in a hard prison are something that really prevents a man like Hopkins from being conned or doing anything he doesn't want to do. But Oscar has a winnable fight here.
Hopkins is an older man, and Hopkins is no longer throwing combinations anymore. Hopkins throwing 1 punch at a time, maybe 2 at the most. He try to counter a lot with the right hand, and he's breaking with a lot of hooks, you know, wide hooks, you know. So really, to tell you the truth, man, you know, we got the speed of hands, speed of foot, and we got better hands, we got better combinations, we got the faster jab, you know, and these are the key right here. The jab is the key to this fight.
Would you prefer making this a quicker fight than a longer fight?
I would prefer, obviously, a short fight. I mean, you land a perfect punch, anybody can go down. I'm not calling myself out to knock him out. But my strategy is last those 12 rounds. Have your legs so fresh that you can dance around for 12 rounds, stick and move, combinations all night long. That's what I'm thinking.
My strategy with Oscar, the blueprint I laid down is whenever he corner you, flurry and get out. And then get right back to your stick, your left hand, your jab. We're going to be jabbing up and down and up, you know, to the head, to the body, to the body, to the head. Feinting the jab, hooking off right hand, you know, and if Hopkins just happen to just sit there, we're going to break with the left hook right hand.
I mean, yes, on paper, he's bigger than me, he's stronger, he has I guess he's been undefeated for 10 years. He's the undisputed champion. On paper, I cannot beat him. But if I do beat him, well, he was 39 years old. You know, we kind of knew it. You know, we didn't want to say it before, but we knew we were going to beat him. It's always going to happen to the best. And I feel that all you have to do is just be prepared mentally, physically, and just win the fight.